welcome to the live stream. Hopefully my audio is better this week than it was last time I went live. And yeah, welcome to the live stream. I'm excited to hang out with you guys. And overall, ski resorts are closing. So if you're not watching this live, listen, we're going to talk about the ones that are closing in Colorado. I'm sure drop a comment on if your ski resort is open or closed. I know the Midwest is closing fast. I know the East Coast is closing pretty fast. So it's a big bummer. I hate this time of the year for multiple reasons. Not only because ski resorts are closing, but uh, people go away. They stop watching. But Dougie's always here. What up, Dougie? And Logan's been hanging around all season long. Appreciate it. L Stacker, what up, dog? And a bunch of people are gonna start trickling into this live stream, and we're gonna keep hanging out and keep these things rolling. Yeah, I'll get back to my 2 live streams a week schedule. I got my butt kicked this season, in a good way. I got my butt kicked in a good way. Hanging in Omaha this upcoming week. Let's go, Chris James. Chris James is coming next week to Colorado. I'm going to be in Copper in 2 weeks. Ain't stopping yet. First time there. Dude, Copper's gonna be popping for the next like 7 weeks. They're still going. Copper keeps extending their season, and Keystone keeps shortening their season. It's super frustrating. Austin, what up, dog? We're gonna get a lot of Copper days in, Chris. Is what if, or obviously like split boarding, things like that. But Nico's coming out. He's only got an icon pass. So Dawson, what up? Visiting Steamboat this upcoming weekend. Hope the open snow forecast holds up, right? Open snow, man, I feel like they drop the ball often. I feel like. Where do I donate? Well, there's a little money button at the bottom. You can click on that, drop a donation. Appreciate you want to do that. Or you can do Venmo or Streamlabs. I have those pinned, and I get 100% of those donations. YouTube will take 30% of any other donation. And you guys don't have to donate, but I appreciate it when you do. That money goes directly back into this channel, primarily like the backyard park, traveling, all that kind of stuff. So thank you so much, guys, for all the support. When are you going to be at A-Bay? Jordan, I love going to A-Basin. So whenever it's good, man. It's tough that they don't have a park anymore, even though they wouldn't build like the gnarliest park anymore. Still having a couple rails, a jump stuff, made it worth it. And then they got rid of all of their like snow park stuff. It's super lame. Hopefully with the new ownership, they bring it back. How am I doing today? Snowboard. I appreciate that. It's always nice when someone's like, man, how was your day? I had a good one. I took the day off. Even though I went riding yesterday, it was kind of like a day off. Even though one of the videos yesterday went viral. I snowboarded 50 miles per hour, which is fast. I can definitely go way faster. And so we might have to do that. And then tomorrow I'm going out with Roman. But just had a day where I did some editing. I didn't fully finish the edit that's going to go out tomorrow. It's me at Silverthorne doing Unguided. And I hung out with my family. We went shopping. Scored a bike for Bristol. Like her next level up bike. She honestly won't be ready to ride this bike for like a year or two. But it's like a little kid bike, you know, with like your first pedal bike. And got it for 30 bucks. It was like a $150 bike. It was 70% off. Scored. This is my new YouTube channel, Shadow. All right, dude, welcome. Holy smokes. I gotta pull it up. Copper the 10th through the 13th. Gotta relog into Venmo. We just got a mega Venmo donation. And if you donate on Streamlabs or Venmo, I do go to them and still read them and give you a big shout out on the stream. But Nicholas, dude, thank you so much, man. I'm at Copper the first time, the 4th through the 12th. Will you be there? There's a good chance, especially Keystone will be closed. And then like Copper's my like go-to after Keystone's closed. So yeah, I'll be there. I'll be riding the Woodward Express and hitting the terrain park. If I'm at Copper, I'm in their park. I'm not normally on their mountain. But Nicholas, dude, thank you so much for that $30 donation. I'm so excited for your trip, man. I know my birthday is April 4th. So I won't be riding around my birthday. I'm going to pull the calendar open. 11th and 12th. Yeah, probably the 11th more than the 12th, just because when Roman is off of school, we go ride. I go ride with him, and he is a only has the Epic Pass. So I think next year I might get him an Icon Pass. I don't know. I think Epic was cheaper than Icon. There's ways to get like kids like cheaper or free passes. I didn't do a good job this off season getting them hooked up. But Bristol won't be free next year anymore either, so I gotta like be on that. But dude, thanks so much for that $30 donation, man. I appreciate it. Dawson, what up, man? Oh, couple things too. We have the donation goal. If you want to get a chance to get a discounted ski beanie, I got one of these sent to me. That's a very long story. But if you drop a $5 donation, if we get 10 of them, anyone that was donating in that $10 or that 10 spot will get a chance out of the 10 to win this beanie. Blam. Free shipping, you have to live in the United States. And then we got this guy. Uno más. Sorry, guys. I thought I was ready for this stream. Clearly I wasn't. If you snag an Evolution sticker, snowboarder or skier, you know we have two versions of it. Still, because Tom still has supplies, anyone that snags an Evolution sticker will get a free snowboard movie. It's a snowboard documentary, and this is free if you live in the United States. If you don't live in the United States, you don't get it because it's insane to ship worldwide. But if you live somewhere else in the world, you get free shipping on Evolution stickers, which is super rad. So I know I'm kind of just going through some of the plugs right now. If you want to grab an Evolution sticker, boom, there's the link right there. Dougie with the $5 donation first to go towards the beanie. Dougie wants to get himself a ski beanie. Let's go. I need some karma for a TJ new job. Get that good karma. That's so funny. When are you gonna be at A Basin? I don't have a date. I know I'm gonna be at Keystone tomorrow, and then I left my camera pole at Eldora. So I think on Monday I'm going back to Eldora to get my camera pole, and then I have no idea where I'm riding, what I'm doing. So unless I have a trip kind of like on the forefront, a lot of our decisions, because we live next to so many ski resorts, is like day to day. So do you think that Breck is a good first West Coast mountain for an intermediate advanced boarder? Absolutely. Breckenridge is awesome. If it's not busy too, like Breckenridge can get busy, but if you ride Breck right, Breck is awesome. They just keep doing a bunch of lame stuff like all the other Vail Resort owned mountains. I'm going to A Basin on April, so ready to rip it for the first time. You're gonna have a blast. Spring A Basin is the best A Basin. So I was at Breck today. It was slushy, dude. That's awesome. I'm happy it still got slushy with it. It was kind of a cloudy day up here in the mountains. Magnus, I'm stoked that you love the videos. I know a lot of you guys, like a lot of people don't understand what I've been doing with the like top to bottom runs. If you notice, I'm riding every single run at Keystone. That's like a long-term play. And because I don't have an editor anymore, and I traveled an insane amount this year, and I just got behind and out of routine and everything. One, it was a way to keep long form videos consistent throughout the season, but two, the long form play is to have that playlist of every single run at Keystone. And then when people are like, oh, I want to go ride at Keystone, I wonder what the runs are like, they now can find this playlist, and then they can watch every single one of those videos and every single one of those runs. And it's evergreen content. So it's kind of like, it's a long-term play for the YouTube channel. And it just kind of fit well in this season where I truly put a lot of my attention into short form, which paid off. Like I did very well in short form this year. And I feel like I learned a lot about short form this year. So, yeah, and I always use the summertime to kind of figure out how I'm going to attack and go after the next year. I do think I'm going to save my entire Austria trip. So I filmed 7 videos out in Austria. I think I'm going to save all 7 of those for next season. And I think I'm going to drop them in like December or something. I'll edit them in the summer when I got more time. and just because like they're rad, and I don't want to post them. I don't want to post them and like only get like 3,000 views when I know they can get tons of views because they're so sick. What's the best resort in Colorado? Definitely Telluride. How's my season been 1 to 10? Experience wise and like riding, I'd give it a 10, man. It's been an insane year. The only thing that I'm not hyped on riding wise is like my big jumps. I haven't been hitting a lot of big jumps and rotating big on jumps. I don't think that's because of my injury. I just don't think that I've been in the right places for that. But overall, like hyped on a lot of the tricks I've been getting recently, and I went to 6 different countries and stuff. So like it's hard to not give this season a 10. How I feel about like getting videos out in a timely manner and not feeling overwhelmed or like I'm constantly doing the wrong thing and running my business into the ground despite it being super successful and we're growing like crazy and everything's doing fine. I'd give it a 4. It was really hard to lose Cody this year. Cody was awesome and I love Cody to death. And when I lost Cody, I didn't lose him as a friend. I lost him as an employee. Having him just being around and helping and everything was like, it was rad, you know. It sucks to not have him anymore. I'd love a new Cody, but right now in our current stage in life, we're really trying to put money in the bank and get ready to try and purchase our first ever home. I rent this home that I'm in with like the rad backyard park and all that type of stuff like that. And in order to buy a equivalent place where I can still have a backyard park, things like that, we got to level up, and I got some plans for that. So I would give like the overall between social media, all of it, like I'd give this season a 7 out of 10, which is really good. And it's not even over yet. And I've like set new goals. And so out of this month, because I'm going to ride the next 2 days. So there's 31 days in this month. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've ridden 25 days this month. Like, I got nothing to complain about. We out here ripping. And the days off that I took were like either like super needed or like I just had like adult and things. And so I know Tristan, Dougie dropped $5 on the stream, dude. He's going crazy. Have you heard of Aspen Highlands? I have. Dougie, I've ridden every single ski resort in Colorado. Aspen Highlands is a ton of fun. It doesn't have a train park, so it doesn't make it to my top. But I had a killer day at Highlands when we rode there. We are hitting Keystone tomorrow. Dawson, I'll be out there with Roman. We're going to show up a little later in the day because I don't like it's either show up super early to get parking and it's going to be like super firm and I don't want that for Roman. So we're going to show up when it gets slushy. So we're probably going to show up around like 11, 12 and like ride later into the day. Yo, will the mountains still be good for another 2 weeks? I'm going in April. Absolutely, man. Our mountains stay good for a long time. Resorts start closing, and they're still good. It's just because people stop showing up. If we can get more people to ride later in the season, we can have resorts stay open longer. I'm claiming it. Breck was insanely slushy today. I love it when it's slushy. That's the best. But yeah, that just means tomorrow morning it's going to be firm, like crazy firm. So like it's just not worth getting out till a little later. But I asked Roman where he wanted to go ride today, and he was like, I want to go to, or tomorrow. I asked him where he wanted to go ride tomorrow, and he said Keystone. He said he wants to ride School Marm, and he wants to go into the park, is what he told me. I was like, all right, dude. Why do I like slush? Dude, everything about slush is amazing. It's, especially if you get like untouched big mountain slush, it's literally like riding powder. So there's that. It's safe. You know, you can still get wrecked in slush, but sorry, I'm trying to pull up this website. It's like super playful, it's different, it's fast, and then it's slow, and it's just rad. I think most people could agree. It is rad. I don't know why that didn't pull up. All right. Boom. It is that time of the live stream. You got to come, guys. If you're not signed up for camp, which right now we only have 3 people signed up for, you're messing up. You're going to want to come to Snowboard Camp. It's June 1st through the 7th. So if you didn't get what you wanted out of your season so far, if you don't have the confidence with snowboarding that you want when that comes to maybe like 180s or ollies or just your turns, if you're just like, man, I like this snowboarding thing, but I want more confidence, I want to be better at it, or you're just like, I want to prolong my season, or I want to have the greatest experience that snowboarding has to offer, my snowboard camp is for you. I just threw the link in the description. Open it up, check it out. It's all-inclusive, adult, 7-day trip, 5 days of riding. I'll pick you up at the airport, and then you're in my hands. I got you taken care of. I'm going to feed you. I'm going to take you to the mountain. I'm going to get your lift tickets. I'm going to film you. We're going to coach you. We're going to come back to the place, eat food, do fun things like cold plunge in Trillium Lake. We're going to have a hot tub at the place as well. We stay in like a big old mansion. We've got pinball machines in it. It's super rad. We're going to teach you guys how to wax your boards, take care of your gear, and then we're going to do video breakdown, which is where you're really going to get to see yourself riding and how to improve. And then you're just going to have the rest experience for 7 days. Also, my wife is claiming that she's coming to camp this year. She's going to be the camp mom. She's going to do all the cooking. So cooking's going to be real good. It's also, it's going to get rowdy at camp this year with my wife being there. She is a trash talker. So video breakdown is going to be real unique. Let's just put it that way. So if you want to come to the raddest experience, buckhouseindy.com, or there's the link right there. Come to Snowboard Camp. It's, once again, it's all inclusive. To go to Mount Hood, which is like a unicorn of a mountain, for that price for a week, it's actually a steal. And you don't even have to worry about anything. I plan, this is our 7th camp. This is our 7th time doing it. We got it. We got a system. It's going to roll. And Cody has invited Tristan. I just don't know if he's going to make it because he's now got the big boy job. Hopefully next year we can go snowboarding so I can meet you. Come to Snowboard Camp, you can meet me. That's the other thing is like Cody's come to every camp, so hopefully he can make it to this one. But Cody came to camp, ended up working for me. Nate came to camp, ended up working for me. I still see Blaze all the time. He came to camp. Chris James, who's about to come out here and snowboard with me next week, comes to camp. Like, so many people that have come to camp, I've created rad relationships with, and we just keep riding and ripping. Nico, one of my best dudes, who's now comes and works for me for camp. Like, Nico will be working with me this upcoming camp as well. And so it'll be rad. Sorry that you got laid off, man. It's a bummer. Will Keystone be open next week? I'm from Chicago, planning a trip there. Keystone closes on the 6th. So yes, they'll be open next week, but they're closing soon. Griffin, if you got a question, this is the place to ask it. If you have any questions about camp as well, guys, feel free to ask those, and I'm here to answer those. This is a place to ask questions. I'm here to answer your guys' questions. That's what I like to do. My home resort, Brighton, closes next week. I'd go to your camp, but I started my own business last year and can't leave that long. Bummer. And that's the other thing with camp too, is like, I do social media. So come to camp. If you're interested in social media, you want to grow a snowboard channel, you want to get social media information for your business, I got you. I'm here for you. So, Glanderson, dude, I'd love to have you at camp, man. I understand when you first start a business. I get it. I did it. I quit my job, went all in on this, but camp is the sickest, and I will help anyone with any of their social media questions and things as well at camp. What mountains on Epic should I go to the week of April 7th? Breckenridge. Breckenridge is rad. Britt, good to see ya. I hope you guys' end of your season was rad. Hey, John, are you gonna resume resort reviews? I would like to see resort review of Granby and Revy. Absolutely. Those are the new ones that I went to. I didn't knock out a ton of new resorts that were in the US this year. I went to like 8 different resorts in Europe, but not here in the US. So I'll do resort reviews for what I got left and everything like that. Once again, Cody edited all the resort reviews for the last 3 years. So what we would do is I'd come in the office, I'd film like 5 of them and give them to Cody, and then he'd hand me like, all 5 edits, and then we'd be able to post them throughout the season. So now that it's just me, and I'm like, because I'm sitting on like 15 edits, like 15 vlogs. I use a lot of 360 now because I don't have a filmer. And that 360 just takes forever to edit, or I don't have Cody to help film or reframe the 360, stuff like that. So I'm doing my best. And so I'm gonna save like a lot of the rad edits. I'm gonna save until next season, and I'm gonna post resort reviews in the summertime as well as some other fun stuff. And we're just gonna keep doing this. David Leifer with the member donation, dude. Thank you so much for the 1 member gifted. And that went to Hunter. Congratulations on receiving a membership. If you guys don't know what that is, that's a monthly donation that supports the dream. It gives you the little logo next to your name. So if you see how Tristan's got the full-blown evolution, Britt's got the full-blown gold. What happens is if you become a member, you get the little monkey. My audio still isn't perfect. Dude, what is going on? I'm going to finish this plug real quick, and then I'm going to figure out my audio. But when you become a member, you get the little monkey next to your name, and as you continue to support the dream, your email evolves as the channel evolves. And so if you're rocking full-blown gold evolution, you've been supporting for over 2 years, which is absolutely insane. And my wife says my audio is messed up, so let me figure out what's going on. Sounds fine on my side. Check. Check. I don't know. How's the audio for you guys? Does my audio sound bad? I don't know. How's the audio for you guys? Does my audio sound bad? I don't know. It's just gonna keep making noise. Snowboard, good luck on finding a job, man. I hope you get one. By the way, I just watched your Brighton review. This past year, they opened Millie for night riding, and Western is the only one that closes at 4. Come hit the cliff sometime, dude. I'd love to. That'd be a blast. Do they have a park year-round at Hood? They do. That's like with summer camp, we'll cover like basic skills and drills, 180s, ollies, carving, all those like really rad tricks on the run. And then at halfway through the day, we move into the terrain park and we cover intro to boxes, intro to jumps, obviously like whatever big tricks you want to learn. I got you, whether it's like your big trick is a board slide or a 360, or it could be a 720 or backflip. I've taught so many people how to backflip. So come to camp. I can definitely coach you through anything you're trying to learn, giving you more confidence on the mountain. 21 months. Let's go, David. You're almost full-blown gold. What up, Buckhouse team? Enjoy the show. Got to run. Last day of skiing tomorrow. All right. Ride hard. Get some sleep. Kill it. Interesting. I don't know why I was clicking. But guys, thanks for the help on the audio. Hey, Johnathan, I've heard quite a few people online call you a kook. I hate are your thoughts. What are my thoughts on people calling me a kook? I don't care. I've been called a kook for the last 9 years. The moment I started making YouTube videos, you put yourself out there anywhere online. Doesn't matter. You could like save a child from a burning building. Someone's gonna find something to critique you on and how you did it the wrong way or things like that. So doesn't bug me at all. I know I'm late to this, but Roberto told me that Bobby might go to camp. Now I'm tempted to take Tylenol for my knee and send it. Come on, Britt. Bobby's going to be the camp mom. It's going to be a blast. Get Roberto to come too. We'll get you guys your own room. It'll be a good vacation. Even if you can't ride full day, we can just start the morning day off. But yeah, the goal is to get Bobby out there. We got a cat sitter. We'll bring the camper out, and then I think we're gonna stay in Oregon all of June after camp. So yeah, haters gonna hate. People are gonna call me a kook. All I know is I snowboard for a living. I'm a decent snowboarder. I love what I do. I live a good life. So someone can say, you're a kook. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm still going to go snowboard tomorrow with my son. And I'm going to have a blast. How will you go to ski-only ski resorts? You can split board up some of them, and ride down. We could poach them. Worst case, we ski them. We'll figure it out. Or we just like show them like, hey, this is what we've done. You're the last 3 resorts. And can we make an exception? Maybe I should be her assistant. I can cook and make margaritas. Oh, it's on. That sounds... Bobby will have a joy with that. Bobby calls me way worse things at home. That's why I can handle being called a kook. That's the thing is like, once again, I've been making social media content for 9 years. I've been doing it for a living. This is my 7th season doing it for a living. If I don't have tough skin by this point, what am I doing? How long does it take to get the basics of snowboarding down? I know I'm a ski, but I want to try snowboarding. It all depends on people. I've had people legitimately like learn to snowboard in 1 day. I just took my little brother's buddy out to Ski Cooper for 2 days in a row, and he's still struggling. So, and he's got me as a coach. So a lot of it depends on the person. What kind of camper do you have? A truck? Do you have? We have a 21-foot Jayco J-Flight travel trailer, Baja Edition. It's pretty rad. It's got the bunk beds and the queen size bed in the front. Good kitchen, big bathroom, kitchen table for 4. And then we pull it with our Ford Expedition, like with the tow package. Basically, it's like an F-150, but a Expedition. We hit the road with that, man. We've spent months. It's cracking again. We spend months in our camper. And sorry for the cracking. You know what's also cracking? Today's sticker shout out. If you have an Evolution sticker, you get a free snowboard movie with it. Don't forget about that. I'll throw the link in there. Also, if you snag an Evolution sticker on the live stream, it's easy for me to say thank you. I say thank you when I ship them, but I'll say it live as well. There's the link for stickers. I'll be going to King Vale. I hear King Vale is so fun. Gardens in their tomorrow. Maybe Woodward Tahoe at night. My buddy Nico's been telling me about King Vale. I never heard of it until he started telling me about it. It sounds rad. A little tow rope only park in Tahoe. Sad Colorado is already closing. Mammoth and Tahoe is open till Memorial Day, May 27th. And we're getting 3 feet of snow this week, dude, right? There's a lot of snow coming this week. Up here in Summit, we're supposed to get like 16 inches over the week. So I'm cool with the snow still coming. It better hit hard. Like, there's nothing worse than like a spring 1-inch snowstorm. It's awful. It just messes up the snow. I learned this season, now I'm hooked. I was going to go to Spirit Mountain this weekend, but they closed on me. Ah, mad. I'm so bummed for you. You can always come to Snowboard Camp in Hood. You'll get 5 days on snow, get coached up. But welcome to snowboarding. A-Basin stays open until June 8th. A-Basin stays open until June basically every year, and then they'll push it. So like they might have June 8th as like a soft date, and sometimes they've stayed open till July 4th and stuff. So in the summer, you should come out to Big Snow. I will probably do that this year. I have a ton of flights. I did a brand deal with Spirit Airlines, and I got 12 free flights. And so we don't know fully how we're going to use those yet, but I have to use them in 2025 or they expire. So we got to get on the move. I got a snowboard this Christmas and went to Sugar Mountain, North Carolina. I was sick, dude. Sugar's sweet. I like App and Beach. Neighborhood Watchman. I love your profile picture. Halo 3 was the best. How you got to Loveland to ski on Wednesday? Loveland's a blast. I went to Loveland this year with Roman Dog. You know, Roman's gone to like 17 different ski resorts. Isn't that crazy? That little kid has gone to a lot of resorts. I have... How many resorts have I gone to? 137 ski resorts in the U.S. plus 140, 143. $145 ski resorts in my life. Loveland has nice bowls. Yeah, that's why I like to go to Loveland when the snow is good. Like if it's not like a fresh snow day, I'm like, Loveland, like, But I mean, I do Loveland on a slushy time because bowls are good when it's slushy. Like it's got to be fresh POW or slush with bowls. I'm not a big fan of like firm, hard snow. James, what's up, dude? People calling them that board half as well in the park. They're just haters. Hating and snowboarding is out. Cool guy era is over. 100%. Get the cool guy era out of here. Roberto here. Forgot my phone at work. However, Brick comes less than an hour ago from boarding jamming day up in New Hampshire. Let's go. Are you doing vlog from Eldora? No, I didn't vlog Eldora. I'll probably make an edit because I did a lot of really cool tricks, but I wasn't vlogging. I literally showed up to Eldora, and I've been doing that a lot this season where I'm like, I have the camera with me, I'm capturing clips, but I'm just capturing short form and just ripping. Because like I've made a lot of like snowboarding Eldora's train park vlogs already. So if I like post another one, what happens is I put all this time and energy into an edit like that, and I post it, and then it sucks. You used to just be like Woodward Eldora Train Park, and it would go like 40,000 plus views. Now you do that, and it's just like the effort's not worth the outcome. And so like, okay, like where can we put the effort and get maximum outcome? And it's one of the things where like it's a bummer that that's a reality, but this is my job, and I have to focus on like what is going to do well. Like what can I figure out? I did do a 1080 at Eldora on a box. It was dope. I don't know if you saw that, Austin. What kind of wax do you need at spring? Warm weather wax, and don't scrape it. You just apply it on the base of your board. No need to scrape, and just go out and rip, because the ice crystals, like the slush ice crystals you're riding on, are very rough, and they will just rip the wax off your board. You don't have to worry about it. What up? What Insta camera do you have, and what are your thoughts on the Ace Pro? So I have the Ace Pro and I have the X4. So I use the X4 for all of my stuff. If I'm going on the mountain, I'm bringing this. This is my favorite camera to have with me. I can run it single lens. I can do it 360, everything like that. I do have the Ace Pro 2. I don't know where that box is, but I have the Ace Pro right here, the box. But so there's a second version of this guy, the Ace Pro 2. Now, these are rad cameras, especially at nighttime. I love using my Ace Pro at night. However, if I want to film vertical or horizontal, you need to orient the camera in the way that you want to film. So if I want to get short form content, I have to turn the camera this way. It has the option for the selecting it. They call it free frame, but it's not as good on this camera as it is on this camera. So I just go ahead and use the X4. Ace Pro is rad if you have a follow cam. POV is not bad. Once again, if you're trying to post on short form and YouTube at the same time, like I do, like I'll put the same clips on YouTube in a vlog that I'll put on short form. So that's why I go with the X4. Now, if you need the best camera for skiing and snowboarding, this is, once again, the X4 is the way to go. If you use my link in the description of this live stream, you will get a free snow bundle with the purchase of the camera. Love my Insta360 sponsorship. Love those cameras. Absolutely snag one. Like, absolutely do it. Have you skied Whistler? Nope. Revelstoke was my first time going to Canada, which that vlog, if you haven't seen the Revelstoke vlog, that was a fun one. I'm going to pull it up for you guys. Go check out the Revelstoke vlog. Once again, I posted it late season, so it's not getting as much love as it truly deserves. But Revelstoke was a blast. There's the video right there for Revelstoke. We did everything you could do in Revelstoke in one day. So we were running around like a crazy person. You should collaborate with who? In the summer, I want to train with my learning rails. I don't know what to use to help with that. Griffin, what do you mean? Like do you have like jib rails to like jump on and like practice? Do you think that the snowboard community has been bad this year? I feel like not as many people are joining the live streams as they used to. Yeah, Dawson, that's why if you want me to get real, Dawson, I truly believe that community is dying on social media. And it's sad because I used to go live and I'd have like 100 people that like would show up every single live stream, and like we'd have jokes and it was awesome. And it was like, I have the strongest ski and snowboard community on the internet. Now people just swipe short form. So you're not wrong. There are way less returning and active people on the live streams than there used to be. Like Logan, Britt, Roberto, you are very consistent live streamers. But there used to be like 60 to 70 people that would like every live stream. They're jumping in. They're saying what's up. They're hanging out for a couple bit. I mean, Tristan and Dougie are always here as well. But it's different for sure. I've been doing this for 7 years for a living, but 9 years I've seen the change. And I personally feel it. And it is a little sad. I still go live and I still like answering questions for new people. But man, it was like showing up and hanging out with friends twice a week. And it was really sick. And sadly, it's not like that no more. Roman rips the backyard park. Roman loves the backyard park. He told mom today, he's like, we can't move. I'll lose my backyard park. I love the backyard park. I want us to keep living in the mountains. I'm an expert skier and I tried snowboarding this season. The coolest thing ever. Thanks for getting me into snowboarding. Let's go, James. Welcome to the sport. What goggle or blah, blah, blah. When do you suggest to rip at Keystone? Any day of the year. Keystone's fun any day of the year. But February is the best month for Keystone for sure. Love the content. Went to Keystone today, my 4th day skiing. Beautiful day. Leveled my Bambi legs up to fairly solid blues. Let's go. I went with a buddy who's a local, got up to Bergman Bowl. It was amazing. Nice. You made it to Bergman. Let's go. The friendly blue bowl. The big blue bowl. Stoked that you made it up there. I use a K2 Fusion Wide. It is a wide camber board. Is that good for park? Every snowboard is good for park. Just got to get in there. I've never rode the Fusion though, so I honestly don't have a true legit answer for you, sadly. But camber snowboards are typically like all your best park riders are on a camber board. So if it's directional, it's probably not the greatest for park, but it's still gonna send some jumps for you, man, with that camber. I like to help with popping onto rails, just learn 50-50s and eventually board slides and tricks. Griffin, sounds like you're ready to come to snowboard camp. I can teach you all that type of stuff. When you're jumping onto a rail, you don't want to jump at the beginning. You're trying to jump into the middle of the rail. You also don't want to jump high and then onto the rail. It's going to be really hard. You want to kind of like glide onto it. And look at the end of it. Yo, let's go. How we doing? Hope you and the fam are doing well. Cam to man, we are, dude. I left my pole at Eldora, though. My camera pole. So I got to go back this week. If you want to do another Eldora day, Cam. It's on. Cam came with me to Eldora, and everybody was stomping stuff. Like the last run, which I'm so bummed the audio was out. We were all doing crazy fun tricks and cheering each other on. It was a good time. Cam brought the energy that day. Like always. Sean, I get it, man. The time zones are tough. What's your favorite non-icon epic mountain? Absolutely love your content coming from AZ. Let's go. I mean, Snowball's fun. Purgatory was really good. Those are some close ones to you. Silverton, that's what I'm posting tomorrow. That's a really good one. You have Monarch, Ski Cooper. I've been on Ski Cooper 3 times this year now. Dude, enjoy Big Snow. I love Big Snow. Jonathan, have you ever split the base and top sheet of a snowboard? I just broke my first ski that way. Yeah, Logan. Happens, man. Edu Robotech, what's up? Yeah, I usually break every board I'm riding. Trying to keep the white spaces nice and like not go as sendy on the white space as long as I can. Like as long as Roman still fits that snowboard because he thinks it's the coolest thing having the same board as Dad. I think it's the coolest thing having the same board as Roman. So I'm trying to buy a snowboard as a new boarder. Do you have any suggestions? Yeah. Personally, I love the Burton Custom. I think it's like one of the best snowboards on the market. Pick the style and what you want and the profile that you want. So if you're like an intermediate, you want to start doing butters and get into the train park, I'd say go with the flat profile for your first like new board. As a beginner going into intermediate, that's a great profile to progress on. Stay away from rocker. You don't want to do anything rocker. You can do hybrid cambers. They're okay. Camber snowboard will feel aggressive, but at the end of the day, that's where you're trying to get to is on a camber snowboard with your snowboarding. So those are all profile shapes, not specific board types. Of course, James, I'm doing a resort review of Granby Ranch. Of course I got that. When I'm coming to Utah, I've ridden a lot of Utah. I still got more to ride. I'll be driving through Utah on my way to snowboard camp. If anyone wants to come to the most raddest all-inclusive snowboard camp in the market, June 1st through the 7th. We always do camp a little earlier in the Mount Hood season because I think the public park is super rad earlier in the year. Like the earlier in the year, the better the public park is. So that's why we do that. How's the season been there in Mount Hood? The season's been great. They just got like a ton of snow. Here in Colorado, it's been a pretty solid snow season. Yeah, the huck knife. Cam, you almost got me. The huck knife is a very popular snowboard. Cam has a special name for his huck knife. Dude, buying a used snowboard is great. Absolutely. Don't be afraid to, if that's what your budget has available for you, grabbing a used snowboard. Get the right size. Go online, find the right size chart. Make sure you know what size snowboard you are before you go onto the public market and buy a board that's way too small or way too big for you. And then you just wasted a bunch of money. So just type in snowboard size chart and you'll find one, and it's basically based off your height and your weight, and it puts you in a general size. And then you find a size that's going to work for you, and boom, stick with it. How do you think the snow is going to be tonight across all the resorts? Are we supposed to get snow? I didn't even look at what's it called? Open Snow to see what's coming. Do I think Facebook Marketplace is a good good place to buy a snowboard? Absolutely. Facebook Marketplace, eBay, any of those secondhand flip them stores. Are you going to Winter Park this year again? I know you went in December. Yeah. Probably with Nico. When Nico gets into town. I think they're keeping the main side open till April, which is huge because I still want to ride Terrain Park at Winter Park. So yeah, we'll just get Nico and Chris James out here. We'll probably make a trip. 2 inches at Eldora already. I know that wasn't snowing at my house yet. Rowan was playing basketball. I beat him in a game of horse before coming in here. Winter Park got 9 inches last night. We got like a centimeter at my house. Jeez. Yeah, I feel like open snow. It's like a good idea to get it's a way to get an idea, and you just gotta know it's not gonna be right at all. I remember it'd be like 2 inches are coming, and then we get like a foot. I'm like, what's happening? I always liked when it was wrong in that way. I'm so sorry you broke your collarbone. I wish you luck on your recovery. Live stream yawns, guys. I try and keep them away, but they always come back. Yeah, the dreaded collarbone, man. That's a common snowboard industry. Snowboard injury. I'm super sorry that happened. How often do you go to Vail? I'm going Thursday and Friday. I want to explore more, but I'm worried I'm going to get lost. Nah, don't be worried about it. Vail's, it's honestly not that hard to get lost in Vail. Vail's pretty easy to navigate, I would say. I don't go often. I've gone a lot in years in the past. With it being like Vail's like 50 minutes for me, almost an hour now. And then normally you gotta like pay for parking. I take my son to school. A lot of it's because I take Roman to school and I pick him up from school. And so like my time window really gets like shrunken when I go on like single long day missions like I used to. If we move closer to Roman's school, which is kind of the plan, when we can finally find a house that we can purchase, it'll make it to where I can do long day missions again. Have you ever been to an abandoned ski area? I have. I plan to do more of those too. I think they're fun. Did your first skiing live stream while at Powderhorn? Nice. How'd it go? Trailer Tom is really big into going live on the mountain. First day snowboarding, I learned the hard way to not put my hands out. Sprained my wrist. Yeah. That's another one. I did one in New Mexico while it was abandoned. It's up and running again now, but Sandia, I rode it while it was abandoned. I rode Vail during COVID when it was abandoned. That was fun. I know I've done another one. Have you closed your park yet? Yeah. I'll probably go out and make a short about the backyard park. We had a season in the backyard park this year. This was by far the best backyard park season. It melts way too fast though. And yeah, the whole like tow rope stretch is just dirt. Everywhere we took snow from and made the kickers and things is dirt. Backyard park is closed. Sir Tom's live feed today. He had mountain to himself due to the fog and poor road conditions, closed the highway. CT, no snow in over a month. Colorado's getting 9-inch clips. Did Tom really get that much snow today? Jeez. Yeah, we still got plenty of snow coming in Colorado, by the way, guys. March still gets tons of snow. Even April, man, we're gonna have great power days in April. Have you thought about going to South America like Peak Rankings did for the summer? Not for the whole summer, but on a trip, absolutely. Having a family, like going to a different country for like their entire winter, stuff like that, just doesn't really work for me. But I'm lucky to live in an area that I can snowboard basically all summer living in Colorado, which is really rad. But the goal is to try and get to a different country, like in the Southern Hemisphere this summer. We'll see how we do. What age range do you need to be for snowboard camp? 18 plus. As long as you are an adult. There's a lot of insurance and rules if it's a kids camp. That's why we do an adult camp. Also, it's pretty rad to get a bunch of adults that are like-minded individuals that love snowboarding together. It's worked out every single year. People always become friends. It's just a really rad bonding experience. So we've had people come to camp year over year over year. So come to camp. The long-term returners will make you feel at home for sure. Logan, 9 people is really good, dude. Congrats, dude. Am I going to A Basin soon? Probably. I don't know when, though. But if you want to come to Snowboard Camp, guys, it's linked in the description. There's a whole tab that says, come to camp. And you'll find everything you need. You remind me so much of Summit 1G. You're like the summit of snowboarding. That's funny. You should knock out as many ski resorts in Maine as in 2026. I think 2026, the main goal for new resorts is going to be this like road trip. I kind of want to plan up this road trip this summer. Also, like we were supposed to hit all of Southern California, and then they had like the worst snow this year. Southern California had an awful year, so we kind of just stayed away. And he goes like, don't come. We got to do it a different year. I was like, all right, buddy. That's fair. Was I in Crested Butte for spring break? Was absolutely amazing. Crested Butte is amazing. I believe you did have a blast, dude. Does it ever rain in winter in Colorado? Thank goodness, no. I think one time I've seen it, but no, it doesn't do that. Tyler, what's up, man? I watch Harry Potter. Would I consider myself a Harry Potter fan? No. I couldn't even name, if it was like name all 4 of the houses of Harry Potter, I got like Slytherin. That's all I know. I couldn't even tell you which one Harry Potter was in, so no, I'm not a fan. I'd be I'd be embarrassed to call myself a fan, but I enjoyed the movies. Never read a book. I've been to Palisade once on like a epic snowy day. I didn't get to ride any of the mountain. I don't know about Alpine Valley either. All right, guys, we did it basically. I'm gonna wrap this live stream up a little early. I gotta go say goodnight to Roman, and I'm a little tired. I actually I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning because Shelby dog was wanting to go outside, and I was like, I'm not gonna go try and go back to sleep and then wake up. It's gonna be a mess. So I've been awake since 2 a.m. But guys, thanks for jumping on the live stream. I'm trying to get back to doing these twice a week. So I say trying just because it's been. I knew the moment I stopped doing daily, the routine thing and all of it, and the traveling. I'm happy I stopped doing daily because there's no way I would have kept up with it on my own some. But we've been cranking short form, having a blast. I hope you guys are too. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Keep evolving. See you guys tomorrow with a pretty rad vlog at Silverton Mountain. Peace.